Alright, hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How's your volume? This is Chiela, guys. Say hello to Chiela.
Everyone.
And adjust
Oh,
the
the
volume.
hear
Huh?
you well. Can
What's
you
that?
hear me okay?
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out just a little bit, but that might be on my end, so that's fine.
Okay.
Mystery. Well, I just told you who it was. It's Chiela. Hold on, make you. Now I have to make
Surprise, it's me.
you. See, you can totally do voice on your streams, no problem.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I just need to like build the confidence, I guess.
Oh, for like gamer mode, I guess.
Yeah, like in the later floors, sometimes I get really stressed out, and so I'll be sitting there like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, and then yeah, I'll just be like kind of going a little bit crazy.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Hi everybody in chat.
So you ready to do this?
Yeah, maybe we should tell them
Yes, we will.
what we're doing, and then I can also say it in Japanese
Yeah,
afterwards.
so we're gonna try something really cool. But Shayla had this is actually kind of Shayla's idea, is we'll do like I'll explain things like I usually do in like one of the tutorial runs, but she's going to translate it into Japanese as we're doing it. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to explain something, and we're gonna try to in tandem work this out, where she will then translate it into Japanese as we're doing it, and then kind of go back and forth. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. So this is the first time we're doing this at all. So like just like chill, like in terms of just the cadence. I'm probably gonna be really shitty with chat. I'm by the way, Chiela, I'm on open mic just to let you know.
Yep,
So it'll make
yep,
it just a lot easier. So, but yeah, we're gonna give it a shot because if you guys have not checked out her video for the translation for the potsherd one that we did, she's pretty good at Japanese, so she's super legit. And there have been actually we've already heard a couple comments. I don't know on your end if you've heard anything, Jayla, about just people asking for something like that. But I mean we've talked about it. Aside from that, I don't know if anything else you've heard from, but people definitely saying like, hey, I wish this was like Japanese, something like that. So, definitely
yeah.
something that seems to be wanted, if you will.
Yeah, yeah. No, it seems like it's definitely something the community is interested in.
Yes.
I'll just go ahead and say what you said in Japanese, so that it's kind of like
Yeah.
there, and if anyone is listening
bless.
already. じゃあ、自己紹介したいと思いますけど、私の名前はチーラと申します。まあ、今まで、アンジェラスのストリームはいつも、英語だけですけど、まあ、最近、その日本の、ディープダンジョンコミュニティの中で、ちょっと、まあ、ガイドとかはあまりなさそうから、そのコミュニティのために、アンジェラスの、まあ、ちょっとライブガイドを、まあ、同時に翻訳したらいいかなと思って、今回は、まあ、初めてやったから、ちょっと、まあ、コードはいいかどうかまだわかんないから、ちょっと、一緒にやろうと思います。よろしくお願いします。頑張ります。
Damn, I guess I should talk like in shorter sentences or something.
頑張ります。
Shit. So are you like noting it down as we're doing it? I guess, right?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
So I have like a cheat sheet, and I have notes. So I'm like trying to just make sure that I take note of what you say, and then I'll do a translation. And once you're done kind of talking to chat, then I can sort of like input it in as you're doing other things.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. But yeah, this will be yeah, so again, this is the first time we're doing it, so we're gonna totally YOLO this in terms of how this will play out. But I think, she's listened to enough of it, so she should probably have an idea of like potentially what is information and then what is just like, I guess, chat stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess
I think I
kinda
can
work it out.
separate them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
じゃあ始めよう. Let's start.
Alrighty. So I'll be a little less on chat just because I want to literally try to explain a couple things that we want to go for. Like the first one is that we're probably going to fish out landmines here because 71 to 73 have a lot of chance for landmines in this floor, and we'll try to fish them out in this one.
はい、そうですね。最初に、 まあ、71から73は、いっぱい、G ラインの罠がありますから、そのために、サイトルを、すぐに使って、その、G ラインを探してみますと思います。
Alright, so I have a landmine here, so I will do a strength seal just to make this a little easier. And I'm also gonna switching this one too. Switching.
G ラインも見つけたから、最初に、その、自己強化と防御強化を使って、また、その兵隊変化を使って、その G ラインを使うとすぐに倒せると思います。
Wait, let me check this chest. Oops.
お、宝箱をチェックします。
This feels professional? I know. She's damn good at what she does.
ありがとうございます。Thank you, everybody.
Not as one landmine. I'm gonna try to see if I can find another. But I can't, so I'm gonna be a little, okay, there's another. 1, 2, 3. So, what I wanna hear, so bear in mind I'm not using regen potions, right? So we're making this a little bit harder. So I'm gonna reduce what I need to fight to make this a little bit easier on myself.
はい、今、その飛躍を使いたくないから、そのためにもうちょっと、敵の数を、下がった方がいいと思いますから、ちょっと待っています。
I go with their gun. Check the chests. What? Okay. My bad. Here. Mitigate. It's a little spicy.
ちょっと難しくなると思いますから、ちょっと。
Oh, how does spicy translate to Japanese? Wait a minute.
You could say like tsurai, or you could actually say karai kind of, but tsurai is probably the best way to say it in Japanese.
What would that?
難しくなる。
What would that literally translate to?
Spicy. Like literal translation is karai.
Okay.
Oh.
TBM.
もう一つGライン見つけられた。
So I wanted to stun the deer to keep the HP from regenning, and then I'll deal with the bomb.
そう、とりあえずその乳首をスタンして、後で野焼を倒す。
I have a tiger coming. But the next floor is flighted, so that's good. Affluence. We definitely don't want to fight anything else, so I'm gonna let the tiger go. Wait for a sec. And we're good. Okay, let's go.
72回は敵排除があって、次に出発した方がいいと思います。
I'm gonna adjust my title here. Fly patrol with JP translation. Let's go. Okay, this is flighted. You want us singing? No. There is a potential trap right here, so we want to be careful of that one.
エイマーカーがあるところは、普段罠があるから、気をつけた方がいい。
That is a known trap that could be on that right corner. So a lot of times we'll go along the left side just to avoid it. There's a couple traps that can be like one step off the wall, but that one is notorious to be along the right side.
そのトラップは、普段あるから、気をつけるために、左に、下げた方がいいと思います。
Since I found the exit, I'm backing out because I want to check the other rooms. The chests.
店員の席が見つけられたから、別のところに、行った方がいいかなと思っています。一つの宝箱を見つけて。
Safety's good. And I will check the other floors first. So I don't find this as a time loss because getting to chest, getting power-ups is going to be a lot better than just, say, skipping floors. So that's why I'm navigating through. So that's what I would recommend for the chests. But if the exit's open, you should go to the exit generally.
宝箱を全部チェックするために、何階にいると、その階の中で全部の部屋をチェックした方がいいと思います。
K-Tar, I did see a strength on 71 because I have 3 now, but I'm not. Wait, no, it was here. We got it in 72. We got the strength in 72. So Chiela, K-Tar has been noticing or was mentioning a trend about potentially getting. From his JP friend, he said that they were noticing self-improvement palms, so like strength and steel on like the second floor, and that's what we're kind of noticed here. So I did pick up the strength here, but I don't think it showed up on 62 if I remember correctly.
最近ケイタルさんの友達気づいたのは2回目のフロアセットの、ところは、いっぱい、自己強化と防御強化がありそうから、それについてちょっと集中している。
Well, it was goddammit. It was self-improvement. Just it was like the literal translation or something. So that's why it was self-improvement, which I had to figure out, but that made sense that it was strength and steel.
Yeah, I just said like literally strength and steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be very specific. But if there are other ones too, then yeah, please let us know. また日本の皆様、見ている皆様は質問があればチャットで聞いてくださいね。私翻訳してアンジェラスもちろん答えます。I just said if anyone in the chat has a question, please ask in Japanese and then I'll translate it and you can answer it, Angeles.
Perfect. I'm going to skip the room to the right since I have the exit open. Also, who is it? I'm going to have to look at it. Bad combination. What was the question? I saw the question. How far do I plan on doing no sustaining? I want to do the whole run. However, if we do the 90 boss, I have to use regen potions on that boss because I will not get past that boss without regen. It just doesn't work out on that boss, unfortunately. I'd like to, but I've tried it. It doesn't work. So, but after the 90 boss, we'll continue going no regen as long as I can. Petri. So here I'm going to check all the chests. Highly recommend we check all the chests, right? Because we want to eliminate any chance of mimics before we petrify. Because we can fish them out. All the gold chests are going to be mimicked, or potentially mimics, so we want to fish them out before we do that petrify. And this is not a time loss. Honestly, it's more of a time loss if you do the thing and then find a mimic and have to fight a mimic, and then fight it. So.
敵石化を見つけたから、ミミクを、見つけるために、その、敵石化を使う前に、全部宝箱をチェックした方がいいです。チェックしなかったら、その敵石化を使った後でミミクを見つけたら、もうちょっと、時間がギリギリになるから、そのために、敵石化を使う前に、その宝箱をチェックした方がいいです。
So I have to wait for this thing to do the conal because it would be very complicated for me run with it. If I was stuck in this room, I could use the columns, but it would be really bad for me to deal with this room with those tigers coming at me. I will take care of the wolves.
狼を倒して。
8 seconds. 6, 5. Just a minute.
ギリギリできた。
Ooh, treasure room. Oh well. All of these are sight, and everything kind of just moved, so I'm gonna snake this one chest, which was very fortunate. And off we go. Hey, Mage
モンスターハウ
Gunner.
スがあります。
Chiela, is it hard to translate? Fish them out.
Yeah, I just said like Mitsugeru would you like to find rather than fish out because it's kind of like somewhat similar. I mean, it's a little bit different. Like fish them out's kind of colloquial.
I imagine the American puns are so hard to try to explain, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Japanese has a lot of puns too, and a lot of like sayings that sound really weird if you just like directly translate them. So.
By the way, Keitara, we just picked up a steal for those notes of yours. I think he goes, yeah, true. It would kind of go for all languages. That's also true. Like, once English is just not your first language, then yeah, stuff like that kind of gets weird.
Goes over your head, yeah. Yeah, one time I was translating something for work, and it was like it meant I'll leave it up to chance, but it was like a lot of numbers, like an eighth of this or that, and so I just kind of like translated it as something different, and then my coworker had to tell me it meant I'll leave it up to chance. That was very difficult.
Oh, so it's like a literal explanation of it, right?
Yeah. She had to like essentially kind of talk me through it because it was just like literally translated didn't mean anything.
This deer is too close. Okay, there we go. I had to wait for it to move. The wolf. Okay, we're good.
Oh.
I remember watching a video about interpreters, and sometimes they have to say that the other person made a joke that doesn't translate.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yep. TVN here. So,
ブラックナイト使おう。Ah, it's okay. Yeah, I was just saying that you're using TBN.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, like, especially with Steel down, there are gonna be spots where I want to use TBN to try to get it to break, and I'll try to talk about some of them. This one is a little bit more difficult, but at the initial pull, you can definitely break TBN pretty easily after the conal.
今、病気強化がないから、その、ダメージを、ちょっと減らすために、もうちょっと、TBN を使った方がいいです。すいません、ブラックナイト。
Oh, I want the tiger. Okay, so I'm gonna TBN on the pull here. So I should break it at the pull, I think.
最初から、ブラックナイト使って、でも、まあ、失敗した。
Well, the next spot is after the gaze. So once the gaze finishes, I can TBN. It'll definitely break it because it's gonna do 3 autos. Well, I guess not. Yeah, there it is. Okay, well, it did it on the second.
Okay, take it back.
Oops. Forgot. It goes straight into it. Please TBN. It's insane how much value TBN gives you. I think the only reason I had enough sustaining potions in my HoH run was because come from your initial Gunbreaker run, yeah. Especially if you cater to the defense of Dark Knight, for sure. That it'll certainly help with that sustain. I mean, this is just showcasing really when you focus in on that one and really taking advantage of it. Because the big thing with Dark Knight is that when you break the shield, especially this high up, you're getting a DPS, you're gaining DPS out of it, so you're not losing damage because of it. Where if you compare it to Paladin, if you Clemency, you lose DPS with heals. So it's very advantageous here because you just don't lose damage because of it.
暗黒騎士は、まあもちろん、その、飛躍を使いたくなかったら、本当にいい点がいっぱいあります。例えば、ブラックナイトは、まあ、そのブラックナイトは、全部を、守ったら、すぐに、ダメージが上がるから、そのおかげで、まあ、ナイト、ナイトに対して、ちょっといい点があります。ナイトは、その、ヒールを使ったら、ダメージがちょっと減るから、そのおかげで、暗黒騎士の方がいいです。
Yeah, Endwalker with Nissi and Flash is going to be very interesting. I'm not going to be surprised if Warrior pulls ahead as like favorite. But I don't know in the beginning, like what people are going to choose in the beginning for the initial like world race, you know. But Warrior is really going to be very tempting because of Nessian. How much of a delay is there, by the way? Is it too bad?
It's pretty like, well, I mean, your speaking is instant, and
Yep.
then what's happening on stream is maybe like 2 or 3 seconds.
Okay.
So like sometimes you'll find a like a palm, and it'll be like 2 seconds after that I'll see it.
Gotcha.
When
Oh,
you
that's
say
not
it.
bad. Okay, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Wolf's not going to be a problem. I'm going to sneak the silver, and then I'll probably pull the serpent out of here. The Yuki Tokake.
とりあえず、この、シルバー宝箱をチェックして、あと、その、雪トカゲと攻撃する。
I'm gonna TBN after that clonal right here. It should break.
今、ブラックナイトを使おう。
Yep, it did. Nice dispenser after. And then I'm gonna stun here to kind of mitigate the damage. I was doing a bit of a mess earlier, but this is how I can kind of mitigate that one. Take less damage.
また、その攻撃アタックのダメージを、減るために、スタンを、使おうと思います。
I think the one thing also that I guess we should mention for just tanks in general is I will try to play to my cooldowns. So if my cooldowns are up, I will make sure to pull something like almost immediately because I don't want them sitting there. Because that's going to be the thing for tanks in general. You just don't want to have your damage cooldown just waiting to be used because that will be kind of a time loss. But also we're pulling quick because we don't want to just, you know, we just don't want things sitting there for a while and then nothing happens. So quick pulls, using the cooldowns will help you with time in general.
ディープダンジョンの中で、タンクは、まあ、ジョブの中でタンクは一番ギリギリ、だから、その、ギリギリ時間を守るために、そのリキャストが、全部あればすぐに、次の敵と攻撃した方がいいです。
I'm also going to be observing time. What I'd want to be... Actually, there's a couple things that I want to do here, but what I want to definitely look at just simply is we want to be into 76 with like over 30 minutes. If we're over 30 minutes, that means the time is pretty good. If we're under 30 minutes, that means the time is not looking good. So right now the time is okay, but we'll see how long it will take me to get off the floor.
時間について、いろんな考えがあるけど、一つのは、76回に、入れた後で、その時間は、30分、以上だったら大丈夫だけど、1回だったらちょっと難しくなるから、それについてちょっと集中しています。
And I think this is a little bit of a newer strategy that we've been kind of employing is we've been burning off the flights. Oh wait, I should get the silver. Let me go get the silver. We've been burning off our flights more on this floor versus say thinking about using a Petri Magicite. The idea is that even with less enemies, you're still dealing with easier enemies, whereas if you flight on say 81, it could get more complicated because the enemies are just harder in general. So I'm gonna probably use like 1 or 2 flights moving forward to keep the time ahead of time, and then we'll see where we're at after that.
また、これは新しい作戦ですけど、最近、71回から80回まで、積極的に、敵排除を使って、理由は、その前に、敵石化と魔石ももうちょっと積極的に使った、この、フロアのセットけど、それを守るために、その敵排除を使った方がいいと思います。
Oh wow, that was fast. That was a blue key to a white key. Okay, so now let's do the flight here. Stay way ahead of time, and we'll see what happens moving forward.
ニナダズゲームズ質問ありがとうございます。元気です。
I think what I'll do is also, because we're using, oh shit, oh fuck. Well, how do you translate fuck to Japanese? How do you translate fuck to Japanese? Yeah.
あ、クソ。おお、ミミックモンスターハプスが現れました。大変すぎる。
I'm like, alright, there's a delay. Hold on, she needs to see this before she.
Yeah, I did not know what you were saying. Fuck. I was like, Wyatt, what's wrong? Like, I don't see anything yet.
This is actually kind of bad because I have auto healing disabled. So I gotta see how I want to handle this. Might consider steal.
これはちょっとまずい。理由は、その、オートヒールは、今ないから、多分、防御強化の方が使おうかなと思っています。今、検討中。
Yeah, I might steal for this. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna steal strength. This will help me with time overall.
時間を守るために、積極的に、自己強化と防御強化を使います。
Hey Polaris, how are you? Again. Yeah, I mean, we are doing like a no regen potion, so under normal circumstances this would be fine because you're just staining, but you don't have that, so I have to kind of adjust myself with the strategy.
もちろん、普段飛躍を使うけど、この時は、ちょっと飛躍を使わないチャレンジ中から、もうちょっと難しくなった。
Did I get a strength of steel? No. Then it might be here, However, this is in front of me, so you know that's the thing. How many moves do I have? 9, so let's just put that up to, I guess, 16, sure.
Boy.
I don't know what that is. Dude, this must be like a U room because you got the thing shooting at me from really far. One second. Gotta use the TBM. Great. We're fine.
That's what you do.
Oh, I gotta kill something else. I'm just gonna swing it. I can't keep fighting like that. Bullets. I haven't been
ギリギリだったんですね。まあ、結局、魔法強化解除を使った方がいいかなと思って使った。
Yeah, I do have an invuln, that's true. Best invuln in the game, obviously.
Oh yeah, so good for deep dungeon. My favorite thing about playing Dark Knight
Yeah.
was not having an invuln.
I have auto heal Loken, we're fine. Oh, okay, guys. Okay. Check. Frailty. So the mimics have reduced aggro range, right? So we're fine. Okay. If this was Palace, those would 100% aggro, but they're not, so never doubt.
飛車の宮殿だったら、その、監視接近の方が危ないから、無理だったけど、アメノミ柱だったから大丈夫だった。
Alright, so let's deal with the tofu. So this will be a little bit particular, more advanced strategy. I'm going to pull it out here, and then I'll come out quickly, stun the golden tongue, and now we have LOS here. So every time it casts, I'll LOS my position, and we'll avoid that cast. But it's a little tricky to get this correct position, so... What's up, Luna? But we did get the position. It's like I have to jump out at a certain timing. No, I gotta really move. To get hit by a wall. Really bad damage.
このトフは、ちょっと特別な立場に、置いた方がいい。その、キャストを下げるために、アンジェラスは、急に、まあ、別のところに、動いて、そのキャストが、なくなります。でも、まあ、その立場は難しいから気をつけてください。
Nova says, I reached the 81 sets. Hold on. Twice, yet I feel overwhelmed and dying when he scores. Any tips about that? Well, if you're gonna hang around for a little bit, Nova, I'm not sure how long you're gonna hang around for, but if you can hang around, we will get to those floors and hopefully we'll explain to see what I do. But also, never forget, because I always like to point this out, it's, you know, if you walk into 81 plus with like your palms kind of bad-ish, and you are kind of making your life a little bit harder. So, definitely keep that in mind. Like, if you're not walking with great palms, then 81 plus is just automatically harder, if that makes sense. So it depends. Now, if you walk in with good palms and you're still making, you know, things are happening you know, things are still tricky, then we can definitely talk about that. But sometimes it's due to the fact that you're not walking in with enough palms, and then you make it a lot harder.
I think I'll translate that because it was kind of a good
okay.
thing to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
まあ81回セットの、パフォーマンスは、まあ、たまに、その71回から80回までの、窓機を使い方とか、また、まあその80回の後で、その窓機の状態が悪かったら81回からの方が難しくなるから、そのために、まあ、71回から80回は、ちょっと、その、窓機を使い方を集中して、後で81回から、その窓機の使い方がもうちょっとやりやすくなります。
Things good, Pin. Yo, what's up, Ace? Yep, live translation by Chiela. He's doing awesome.
Thank you. It's not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, I wasn't really sure what to expect. Because I've only done this in, like, small bursts for work, so...
Oh, like a live translation
yeah.
type of thing?
Yeah, like, sometimes I facilitate workshops, and there will be, like, Japanese-only speakers, English-only speakers, so somebody has to, like, be the kind of middleman. That's my main, like, live translation experience up until now.
Gotcha. Okay, so now, so if you don't have Strength and Steel, I might try to navigate a little bit here. Delirium is up. Let's sink this chest real fast. Affluence. I have to deal with this hippogriff. It's gonna be so... Okay, that's fine. Did you move? No, I'm gonna deal with the serpents now. Dipping out of the way. Yep, we are trying again with no sustaining.
とりあえず、その雪と影を、攻撃した方がいい。
It'll break. Should. It is. And then it'll do Kona. Oh, yeah. And then it'll do... And then Aggro. Stun. I didn't get the stun. Cool. Mitigate.
スタンできなかったけど、まあ、ブラックナイトとか使おうかなと思って。
These are not bad to do with 2 at a time because they cast so much. So it's not too scary.
よくキャッシュとしているから、2匹だったら全然大丈夫です。そんなに難しくない。
So if I have to pull something else, I need to find something, which is going to be tricky because a lot of things here are going to be pretty hard to deal with. But we'll see. I also need to deal with the chest. Now the key is a bright orange, so it might open, but I'm not banking on it. Just spin everything. I mean, yo, good night, Luna. Thank you for the thing. I'll see you tomorrow, alright? Have a good one. Sorry if I'm missing chat a little bit.
I'll try to give you some space to respond to them as well.
Oh no, you're fine, you're fine. I mean, honestly, like, it's more about just figuring out just the general back and forth and the cadence, so it's no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So you do your thing, you'll adjust, I'll do my thing, I'll adjust. So I have Affluence running. I'm gonna run another flight here to kind of preserve potential Petri Magicite use, and then we'll figure things out on the last floor. So this is we're really good on time right now, and we just used 2 flights. I had 1 Petrify, and we're just moving very quickly. We utilized those landmines in the first floor. That was tremendous. So it's really been speeding us up.
宝箱増加があるから、 また、敵セッカーと魔石を守るために、この回を、敵排除を使った方がいいかなと思って、また、今、私たちの時間は全然大丈夫だと思います。トラップを使ったとき、本当に早くに、進めたから、そのおかげで今の時間は全然問題ない。
Trying to get the most out of TBN here. Did not break. Wonderful. Okay, I think it's this one. Moving. TBN. Okay, throw. I have reprisal. Die, please. Okay. Does moving around the enemy make it spin actually reduce? Sometimes. I mean, spinning is kind of a thing, but sometimes just like with natural movement it will. Also, me running back away from the enemy does buy me time. You'll see that I'm backing away from the enemy, and the reason I'm doing that is because, I hate life right now. The reason is because I'm buying time for TBN, so it doesn't hit me for a little bit. And even if I get a second off TBN, that's kind of big, you know. So that's part of the reason.
いっぱい動いていることは、まあその通常攻撃が減らすから、またそのブラックナイトのリキャストを待っているから、そのためにいっぱい動いている。
My damage is going to be concerning here. Oh, I dodged. Sweet. I'm going to run away from this thing to buy me some time. There's also... So, by running away too, since Interject is, and Talk is on a timer, it does also get to there faster, so it might do less auto attacks because of it. That's part of the thing. Dodge again. Interject coming in. And we're good. Oh wow, okay, well, that's a flighted floor. Let's go. I can seal.
早くに、開いた。
How scary are landmines on Gunbreaker? I don't know. How do you feel about going to 1 HP? Yeah, it's up to how you feel about that, you know, scenario. If you think you're okay with it, then it's not bad. If it's a little spooky, then it's a little spooky, you know? So, what are the chances that this is a mimic, guys? It's not. Hell yeah.
ミミクのチャンスはどのぐらいですかかな？あ、ミミクじゃない、よかった。
Fine. I do want this, but I'm skipping the intuition. I wanted to ask, let me know if it's been asked already too many times, but have I considered trying having an editor to reduce the length and... Oh, so no. For the video VODs, actually, okay, here's the thing that I have started to do. I did this for one video in Tropist, where we did a summary of the job. So I did the Paladin Palace of the Dead, and we had the full VOD, right? 1 to 120, 121 to 200. I broke down some of the bosses, etc, etc. This is interesting. I'm probably gonna sweat in here so I can fight. So I broke that down, but then I did like a 7-minute summary of the job, of what it is capable of, etc, etc. So that's part of that, if that kind of is similar to what you're kind of looking for, if that makes sense. And it had a really good response, by the way. A lot of people were pretty excited about that. So I might be doing more of that in the future, of just giving like a summary of the job to give like a rundown of what to expect, and then work from there if you want to pick the job, so on and so forth. So yeah, that would be in the works. Well, Starting Endwalker. I'm not going to do the ones that we have now because they're all going to get obsolete. But we're definitely going to do that in the future. But yeah, like cutting down the video, honestly, my opinion, I don't like it, personally. Because I feel like a run like this, or these runs, fully benefit off the fact that you don't miss anything. That you see everything from beginning to end. So like, you could skim through the video, skip through the video, that's fine. But I think having the full one right in front of you is beneficial because then, how am I navigating through the floor? How am I cutting time here and there? I mean, this run in particular, we are, we have walked out of here with 3 Petri, 3 match fight, right? And that's kind of a big deal because a lot of people do run out of time with this one. Or have struggles getting through the floor. So I just talked in like a term paper.
That's okay. I'm gonna quickly explain why you used Serenity since you said that kind of sandwiched between answering the question about editing videos. So let me just quickly do that and then we can talk about it. この回の魔法効果は本当に辛いから、戦うために、その魔法強化解除を使った。その方がいい今回。
Lion's coming. I'm gonna avoid the lion. Lion's a little bit too much damage. This spot, by the way, in the bridge is safe. As they come around, it may not look safe, but I think it's because of the height difference. It seems safe, so you're good on this spot.
その白印を下げるためにこのところに待つ。安全じゃないみたいと思いますけど、本当にそこで見えないから。それを立てたら、そこで立てたら全然大丈夫です。
So I guess the quick rundown we can do in general of what we did here, right? We opened with a strength. We did the landmine play. We just kind of moved through the floors in general. We did the double flight. I think I had a petrify somewhere. One petrify, but not anything crazy. I think the biggest play was probably the landmine in 71 to really take advantage and get out of that floor very quickly. And here we are. We have the palms that we have. Yeah, and I guess you probably mentioned, Chiela, that Serenity was used because of the time, I guess. Because if I were to nuke it, I would have too much time. Or did I say that?
You didn't say that, so let me... I just said that, since the magic beep... Oh boy.
Yeah, I knew there was a hippogriff hidden over there. Let's see.
一つモンスターハウスがあります。But I just said that since the floor debuffs were really bad, but maybe I'll just translate that part too.
Yeah, the reasoning I did was because we had too much time. If I floor wiped, then we would be getting to boss with like 18 minutes. So I think it would have been better if I do this. So that's why I decided to Serenity. Although I guess put a note down that going to one Serenity is dangerous. So we'll rely on the floor wipes. Probably help me out moving on.
Okay. その前にその魔法効果は悪かったと言ったけど、もう一つの理由は、今の時間はいっぱいあるから、魔石と敵石化を使ったら、時間が多すぎるから、アンジェラスの考えは、魔法強化解除を使った方がいいけど、一つしかなかったら本当に難しくなるから、それにちょっと気をつけた方がいいと伝えたい。
What the fuck is this thing doing? I guess also we can mention that so the treasure right now, visually speaking, they're all facing one direction. And that can happen because they're so big. It's like literally their hitbox. They like load and they're stuck in here. So because they're all facing one direction and they've been like this for a while, they're not moving. So we can take advantage of this and I can check chests because of it.
もう一つの、ポイントは今、そのモンスターハウスは 全部の敵は同じ、ところに向いていますから、そのおかげで、宝箱はもうちょっとチェックしやすくなりますから、それに、チェックします。
Now, one is moving because we dislodged them because we pulled that one hippogriff, but outside of that, they're pretty much stuck in there. Chiela is talking, Fred. That is Chiela's voice. My moderator, Hurricane Chiela.
Hi, Fred. Nice to see you.
This is the voice of God. Yes, it's the voice of God. That is right.
God is a woman confirmed.
And speaks Japanese.
Speaks Japanese.
Rip me. Hold on. Did I stun? Okay. Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh boy.
I might have to rushing. And we got an imp. Oh, we got two imps. Awesome. Even better. Because two imps is better than one imp. I don't have very much mitigation. I'm going to go there. I have raising.
兵隊変化した方がいいと思ったけど、本当に今危ないすぎるから、リレーズがあってよかった本当に。
I'm committing.
This is scary.
I'm probably dead in the next GCD though. This thing only auto attacks also, so that's a problem. I don't have anything, I'm dead. Oh, I'm really dead now. Well, let me just die in a good spawn. I'm still alive. Okay. Have fun.
Oh, wow.
Now, what chest did I leave open? I didn't check that last chest. Oh, my time's a problem. I would have needed. I would have needed to get to the boss by like 12, like now. But now we probably have to use something for the boss because I'm just taking too long. Okay, let's fight the Yeti. Entropis, thanks for following, I appreciate that. Why'd I stun? Oh, because I wanted to mitigate. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, we can LOS. Oh, this is fun. We can LOS abilities. We've been stunning all of them, but we can absolutely LOS them as a play. So that's an example of LOSing.
まあもちろんその攻撃をActually, I need to look this up really quick before I say that one.
Okay, no problem. I mean, we are committing to the no potion, right? So I committed hard. I could have just popped the sustaining, we would have been fine, but I committed real hard to that one. Oh, you know, actually, at least to the people listening, I will do the boss in 8 minutes. I forgot because we have to strength steal for the boss. I forgot because I can't do the boss without steal, without potion. So it is actually an 8-minute fight. So actually we're fine on time. Yeah, this is Dark Knight without sustaining, and we took a death because I am stubborn. Okay, we're fine. Might have the frailty, but I don't remember. But I know I can handle the boss, strength steal, no problem. What's up, Seymour? Sayings that wouldn't have been so much as initiative yet. Yeah, like that whole engagement with the two enemies would have been easy peasy if I just used the sustaining potion. Like no joke, it would have been easy. But this will be we're gonna do this in time, 8 minutes, because I'm strength stealing. Although I'm a little, I can't remember if I used frailty for this. I went on a nice run. Here. Oh, let me know when you're okay, Chiela.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe actually, let's just, since you're kind of far ahead of it now, the next time you do a line of sight play, I'll just explain it then.
Perfect.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure you will do another one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we will definitely do another one. So I guess on this boss, what we can say is I take this spot, which is kind of the third pillar from the exit. This is the spot I like to do. You could fight it at the gate, and the gate's fine as well. This is just the spot that I like.
このボスの作戦は、このところで、立って、ここで立ってたら、その、ボスの攻撃はちょっと遠いから、安全に、ちょっと、戦えるけど、まあもちろん、その、出口のところも、戦えるけど、これはまあ私の、アンジェラスの好きなところです。
Kind of look over Sean. Okay, chat got you. Feels good. Thanks, chat. Answering questions. Can't break TBN on the damn steel.
防御強化があるせいで、ブラックナイトの効果が失敗している。
Yeah, like this is just a weirder fight because we're doing this weird because we're not using the sustaining. So I have the shank steel here. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't need the steel. You could do this no steel, no problem. And I guess I'll just... Okay, so the ways I want to TBN is here, which is the Lunar Cry. Because you're gonna get a Lunar Cry, an auto, and then a gap closer, and an auto and a gap closer. Like 4 attacks that you're getting. Actually, that broke. So that's one place for the TBN. And then the other one that I tend to do is after this tonal, which I would TBN like right about now-ish. And that tends to break without steel. With steel, it's not going to break, but without steel. And I guess once we get around to that cycle, Chiela, that's when I guess we can talk about it, right?
Yeah, I'll just maybe like say the thing about steel first.
Yeah.
この、ランは、アンジェラスは、飛躍を使っていないから、その、それために、ちょっと、防御強化を積極的に使っているけど、まあもちろん、このボスは、ルナくらいの後で、4つの攻撃がすぐに来るから、そのために、ブラックナイトとか別の、タンクのアビリティを使っている。
I might need a frailty, I'm not sure. We're under pace. Thanks for following us.
敵弱耐火使おうかなと思って、時間がちょっとギリギリになっているから。
Yeah, it just fell under 4 minutes and we're not at 50%, so this might get a little... I might have to do some of this fight without steel, but again, I think that'll work out okay. It's just the duration of the fight, I don't think I can do without sustaining, but for a portion of the fight, we should be okay. Yo, Dusk, thanks for being here, have a wonderful night. So let me see its end, I see your thingy. Its end says, so is Dark a better choice for someone that struggles to survive in Gunbreaker? I would say, I mean, Dark Knight is going to be defensively the best of the tanks, in my opinion. I mean, you can argue Paladin, but if you kind of get a good understanding of utilizing TBN, then it really does feel great. Paladin is with Clemency is very strong defensively, however, you're using a GCD to heal yourself, so that could kind of cost you some time. I do feel like Paladin is going to be a little bit slower too, so... I'm being a little careless with my overall shielding, so my HP is lower. We'll kind of make it back up here.
今、ブラックナイトはあまり使っていないから、HP が下がっているけど、今のところもうちょっと上がります。
Hi, Polaris. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. Oh, enjoy school.
Thank you so much, Polaris. I appreciate the vote of confidence. And yeah, good luck with school.
Yeah. If this gets spicy, I will frailty. Frailty will keep me up. I just don't remember how this feels like once steel drops as well.
防御強化がなくなった後で、そのダメージがすごい、大変すぎるになったら、多分敵弱体化を使おうと思いますけど、防御強化が、ないと、そのダメージの量はちょっと忘れちゃったから、ちょっと待っています。ブラックナイトはちょっと遅かった。
HP is back in order, but I'm going to have to do a lot of percentages without it, so I guess this will be a good part to show you how it looks like without steel on.
HP は大丈夫になったけど、すぐに、防御強化がなくなるから、いい点は、それがないと、どんなダメージがあると見せられる。
It broke before the gap closer. Okay, so I'm gonna TBN here before it's a little early. It's gonna auto, yep, and then one more. Should get one more. I dodged it. Oh, it didn't break. Okay. I just did that timing bad. TBN on Lunacry. Engage. Yep, that's what I would expect. 5% dodge. So the Conal's coming in, I'm gonna TBN on it. Well, after. Here. And I get the break because of the gap filter. Here.
ブラック使って普通の攻撃が切っています。
Less than a minute. Easy game, not really. Okay. 80. More motion. Alright, so how was that, guys? Good? I mean, I thought you did great, Chiela, honestly.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, how's everyone feel like?
You know, they my title, nice, GG.
Maybe quickly, I'll just give you Japanese to put in your title if you want.
Okay, hold on a second though. If it's 7 characters, I can figure something out though.
I'll just make it really short. There you go.
I can delete something also. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. I can delete one of my things in my thingy. No sustaining problems. Oh, wait. My dark side as in my tank thingy? Oh, that's good. What's dark side? Oh, dark side's this thing, right?
The like buff.
Oh, the buff.
From...
I see. Oh yeah, I am bad with that pin. Oh my god, I'm bad with that. I'm just hitting buttons, honestly. So.
Yeah, it's from Edge of Shadow.
Oh, you DM'd it to me. Okay.
I figured that was the easiest way.
I think dump it in chat. What did you send me?
It says there's Japanese translation. Basically, just very short and sweet.
Okay. Let's delete this for a sec. Okay, I'm actually gonna put that in the more beginning of the title, and then I'll have the English one on it. So probably hard to keep dark side when you need to keep. Yeah, kind of. I guess there's a better way to manage it, to be fair, but I'm not even thinking. Dude, I just forgot what dark side even is. So.
I mean, admittedly, like when I was doing Heaven on High as Dark Knight, that was something that was hard for me to get used to as well, because I think your mana regen's a little bit lower at 70, and I was using TBN like really proactively as well to try and like, you know, keep my health up, and there would be so many times it just wouldn't pop.
Yep.
So that can make it hard to keep up dark side.
Yeah, absolutely. So you okay to go? To keep going?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty, let's keep going. E1. So
81回から始めよう. Sorry, I was just saying. Japanese.
You're fine. You don't have to apologize for that. We have full of everything, but we have to fight the 90 boss, so we have to get there in time. Also, I guess we should mention that 81 plus now, starting now, raisings are not happening anymore. We will never see a raising moving forward.
81回から、リレー数はなくなりますから、2個だけ残っています。Do you want to explain as well how you decide to use raising?
Like in general?
I mean, I think it's pretty simple, right? Like it's just per or
yeah,
per
so
set.
I'll use one in 71 and then 81, 91, just to get the 3 hardest fours out of the way. Pretty much, yeah. I guess that's just the gist of it.
71回のセットと81回と91回のセットは一番難しいから、それをちょっと安全するために、その、回で全部、リレーズを使う。
I open with a frailty here. I typically open with a strength as well. However, I'm down to 1, so I'm just going to do the frailty for a little bit of speed. I like to open with a frailty on these floors, so you get the most out of it. If you start with a frailty, there's a solid chance you're going to expend the entire thing of it. That's why I start with it.
81回を始めるとき、好きなコードは、その、自己強化と、敵弱体化を、一緒に使うけど、今のところは一つしか、自己強化がないから、今回は、その敵弱体化だけを使います。でもここで本当に早くに進むためにその全部敵弱体化を使うと思うから最初から使います。
I guess also worth noting that I will really try to avoid touching Dolka while the frailty's up, because if we spawn a mimic when the frailty's up, that new mimic does not get the frailty, and then we're just wasting the frailty buff. So I will try to just kill non-stop, and then the frailty drops, and then we can check chests.
必要な点はその I see what you were saying. すいません。必要な点は、その、敵弱体化が、効果中の時、その宝箱のチェックすることを、本当に、下げます。理由は、もちろん、ミミックを見つけたら、その敵弱体化の効果が全然ないから、ちょっと、無駄な感じになる。
This is LOSing, but it was a little bit, you were in the middle of something. But,
Oh, sorry.
No, don't apologize. I mean, it's timing. It's I could have pulled something else, but yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
guess,
okay.
Yeah, this one we get behind to avoid the other autos.
ガルラの、通常攻撃を下げるために、この攻撃の間に、そのガルラのむしろに立てた方がいい。またすぐに、逆に進んだ方がいい。Okay. Let me see if I can just quickly line of sight. もちろん、その、敵の視覚が、あるから、その、AOE の攻撃を下げるために、ちょっと別のところに進んで、その視覚が、なくなりますから、そのために動く。
Yeah. So now I want to check chests first because we want to make sure that we try to eliminate mimics, although this primary is probably in my way. This remix slaps, it does. Sakura-Abi says, do you think Gunbaker will be able to do? No, I don't think so. The shield is not good enough. Dark Knight just gets a big benefit because of the TBM. Okay, also.
いいセカンを見つけたから、とりあえず、宝箱をチェックした方がいいけど、結局、その、向かいのを、派遣したから、そのせいで、すぐに、敵セカを使うするしかなかった。
I skipped the other room because the Chimera is sitting there. There's no way I'm getting to any chests there because of that Chimera. So I just skipped it and we're moving on. So time was very nice here. I'm actually going to use an affluence here because we're missing a couple things. Strength, witching, frailty, sight. So because we're missing a lot, I'll just use the affluence to kind of hold some back.
いろんな、窓機が今ないから、それを見つけるために、宝箱増加を使おうと思います。
So here, because it's gloomed, I want to nuke this. Increase damage, everything's gonna die slower, I don't have buffs on, we have 3 of everything, I'm going to nuke this, however, I see silver chest, so that might be something. So the game plan here is check all the chests, see what the chests give me, and nuke it. And not to mention, this is kind of dictated by the fact that we have 1 Serenity, so we really have to hope to pull it back.
この回の、魔法効果は悪いから、まだ、その、魔法強化解除が1つしかないから、とりあえず、宝箱をチェックして、後で、敵石化とか、その魔石を使うつもりです。
That timer is a good idea. I'm gonna focus target it. Here.
発見した。This is not a very nice affluence. Just my own personal con.
What do you mean? It's exactly what I thought I would see.
1 bronze chest and a fortune.
That's it. Silver. Oh man. That's in the middle of a room, bro. I don't think I go for that silver. Best F1
フィルムを
silver.
見つけたけど、まあ、トラップが
Uh-oh.
ちょっと危なすぎるから、チェックできないと思います。
Oh, fuck. Let me do it. I think Abyssal. Does Abyssal Drain have a longer. I think it does, right?
おお
I don't think I would have hit it with Unmen.
It does have a longer range, yeah. Guess we'll try.
That was the better play, but I just didn't make any time.
Yeah, it was too short on time.
Mitigate. Oh, that was a terrible reprisal. No one saw that.
そのレプライズのタイミングはちょっと悪かったから、見ないでください。
Man, you didn't need to translate that one. Come on.
You don't know what I said.
I'm kidding.
Probably figure out what I said.
Kidding, kidding. I need TBN. Good. Thank you. Check the chest. Nice. There's one more. Wait, it's over there. Alright, let me not open a chest with my HP low. Actually, it's fine. That's right. Okay, good pickup. Actually, we got better pickups from the fortune than we did from the affluence, which is very rare for the fortune to actually give us something.
ちょっとびっくりしたけど、まあこれは特別のことだけど、今回運気上昇の方がいい間時が現れたから、普段はその宝箱増加の方が現れるからちょっとびっくりした。
That's a shutter room. This is blinded, and I am actually going to nuke this. So I'm gonna sight here. It's an odd decision, but the blind is going to kill my time, and there is a treasure room up ahead. So I'm going to nuke this to push the Magicite and Petri to 2. And then go from there. So.
ちょっとおかしい選択かな多分思うけど、この回はちょっと魔石を使った方がいいと思いますから、その魔法効果はちょっと悪いからそのために使う。
So I decided to go back and get that intuition because if a chest drops in that room, I'm not going to see it. So I needed to get it out of there. So if the chest drops, I can immediately see it.
財宝感知をピックアップ理由は、もしその部屋で新しい宝箱が現れたら、もちろん見えないから。使ったそのピックアップした方がいいと思った。
Fished out the mimic, which was what I was hoping for.
魔石を使う間に宝箱をクリックしたら、ミミクが現れたら、その魔石の効果もミミクに影響するから、クリックできればその魔石のキャストの間にいい効果があります。I was like, how do I explain that? Fishing the mimic.
Baiting the mimic, pulling the mimic, spawning the mimic.
Yeah, I was like, if a mimic appears when you click on it while the effect of the Magicite is like going, then it'll kill it basically. Yeah.
Corgan, okay. Time save. So I typically flight 84 Like that's just a play I always do, and we push the flight to 2, so in case we get an extra one, it doesn't go to waste. Yeah, 84 flighted on purpose.
普段も、84回を、敵排除を使って、それは、まあ、2つしか、その敵排除しかありません。理由は、まあもう一つを見つけたら、まあ、悪いタイミングだったら、その、窓キーの中で、ルームがあります。スペースがあります。
Mimic, we have Steel on, so it's not gonna be too bad. I still have to get the PBMs rolling, because I have no auto healing, so this is gonna be complicated. Mufu Lord says, have fun checking the fail slate. Oh, because Shank fell off as I was about to tank Shisha. Oh no. Oh dear. That's a terrible way to go. Rip. It happens, it's okay, it happens, man. Getting all that timing is part of it, you know, it's just part of the challenge. Nice crit, thank you. Not what I need right now. Sheed. YOLO. Oh, YOLO. Okay. What is steel? Okay.
YOLO.
I remember my path. I saw ACT said he had 24k left when I died. I think that meant he would have died. 24k? I'm not familiar with that part. Can you translate YOLO? Chiela?
Okay, 1 second. Let me think about this.
That's a phrase, so that would be like, you know, how does that phrase translate into the daily language, I guess, right?
命は一つしかない. Which is a little bit more like you only have one life, but sort of like the same thing.
Okay. Strength is 30%. I quickly looked at the tooltip, it says 30%. Okay. I'll walk back into that. How do you clear no healing force last time? The other time I ended up doing Serenity. Because I was down to basically a slither of HP and I just Serenity. But yeah, I would Serenity essentially. If it gets pretty bad. But we have Steel on this helping. So I put markers... Oh, go ahead,
go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, I just realized you got all of your Serenities back. When did that happen?
Yeah, that just snuck in the past like 2 floors. I dropped these markers so I would know where I can walk for this Steel. Because, you know, if we're 1 step away, then it doesn't work out too well. I will alter the next floor. Maybe pushing a couple Corrigans across, we'll see. Yeah, I picked one up on this floor. I think I picked one up in the previous floor with the treasure room. That's why we had them all.
コリガンが現れるために、85回を、この言葉はなんだっけ、敵変化を使った。
Hey, Called, how you doing? So far, so decent. The run is pretty good. The palms, you know, we're missing some palms, but we use them to come and help me out. Now, earlier, I did decide... Oh, wait, I can't send you. I decided to nuke out a blinded floor, but it was because my Serenities were low. Now I'm deciding to fight through one, because I do have a buff up, so it's gonna help. But we'll see what this... I do want to get to the altered room, too, to determine what we got. To see if we got Corrigans or not. But I need to kill this, so we're probably gonna fight through this blinded floor. we are going to try to keep the pulls fast. You know, again, if my blood weapon's up, if my delirium's up, I'm pulling because I want to keep that damage rolling and not just sit on it. That's just a loss of time if I end up just sitting on the damage.
今のコードは、まあ、前と同じですけど、もちろん、その、リキャストが、あったら、もちろん、次のエネミー、敵を、攻撃します。
This is a no regen potion run, although I have to use it if we get the on run, because I cannot do that fight without regen. But after Onra, we can continue doing without regen. But yeah, we are going no regen. I started with 957, and we are now still at 957. I started with 29 potsherds, and we are at 43 potsherds. So we're definitely making ground on that one, which I'm liking. Do you see Mimic Spin? Are you being mean? I'm like looking, I'm like, what did you see them? I don't see them.
Yeah, I don't see them either. I don't know when he would have seen them.
There's one in the next room. I don't see them. Oh,
I see the Jinsei.
Yeah,
oh, thanks.
The green bitch coming my way. Oh, I see it. Okay, I see it. What kind of eyesight do you have? What kind of eyesight does your husband have? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, sometimes we'll be doing runs and he'll just see stuff that I never see. I don't know. It's weird.
Damn.
Like, wait, where did you see that?
Wow, see that? I mean, yeah, it's here, but it's like, wow.
Powerful.
I can get this. So I can get this, like, so this is like LOS, but I can still get this next to the wall. I don't have to walk all the way over to get it.
その宝箱は近いから、まあ、もうちょっと、遠いからチェックできる。
Damn. Almost aggroed.
That elephant's a dangerous territory.
Yeah, he's not in a good spot. I almost aggroed him earlier because I stepped into the room too far, but he's fine. Except I have to watch my feet.
Yeah, because of his puddle.
Yeah, and this is such a weird angle because the camera's tight in any location. So I just have to go like literally top down the whole time. That chest. That's fine. Where's the chest? Oh, there it is. Yo, Colin, I hope I see you tomorrow and have a good sleep. Okay, this is getting dangerous. I'm gonna TVN here. Good. Faisal, mitigate. Should actually be safe here, so I'm gonna move in this room because he's gonna turn around. So we're gonna be safer here in this spot. Oh, thanks to the host, Colin. I appreciate that. Missing. From what I'm seeing right now, I have mostly made wrong decisions dealing with these floors. I mean, we did walk, so again, one thing that's important, and I was just mentioning this to the other person that was talking about it, is we did walk into these floors with really good comms, so we made choices to help us out. Now here's an interesting one. I'm going to TVN here, and we're going to bait the Glower, and I'm going to touch the silver. So if that had exploded, it would have been good, because I would have been hitting the Cyclops in a pretty safe spot, but we didn't get the exploding chest, so it's okay. But yeah, I mean, walking in here with 3 Petries, 3 Magicites helps me make decisions a lot better.
Okay, I'm gonna say that part. So, タンクだったら、そのシルバー宝箱を、敵が、隣に行ったらチェックすると、爆発するのは本当にいいことだけど、もちろん、ブラックナイトとか、いろんな、ことを使ってチェックして、その後で、その敵がすぐに、死にますから、作戦として、本当にいい行動だと思います。
Line sucks. I think it's a better decision. I decided to fight for yourself. Maybe not.
Depends on how many more kills you need.
Yeah, this is gonna be the problem. I slow this down. I use TVN poorly. Oh. Okay. You're supposed to do... No, if you really wanted to push the envelope, Seymour, I'd have to triple frailty, and I'd have to have maybe a close to perfect rotation to make it happen. Like, I got very close one time. It's just not going to be practical, especially if I want to kind of continue the run, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's not a practical scenario. Oop. Okay. Push that a little too far. So it's...
Oh, that was to the Hex.
Yeah.
I thought for a second it was to the AoE.
Oh yeah, oh my goodness, I really blanked on the Hex. Shit out of me.
You'll just die, right, if you get it?
Not immediately. You turn into a pig, and then you get eaten.
Oh, and it eats you. Yeah.
Because, bacon is delicious.
I'm just gonna translate that.
はい。
ヘクスの、攻撃が与えたら、すぐにブタになると、そのコースは、食べるから、また、もちろん後で死ぬから気をつけてください。
Man, I'm gonna lose all of the time I gained with the bomb because I decided to fight through this damn floor.
Do you think you should have wiped it instead or done something else?
See, it's hard. I should have nuked it if I saw the mimics. That is what it is. Because it's like you think, so the way you think about it is that, well, it's gonna happen now. I probably have to nuke it later. So I would have probably had to use the nuke regardless. I may as well have used it here than later, if that makes sense. But it is what it is. I couldn't have predicted the higher kill floor. So we just have to adjust.
85回は、いっぱい敵を倒しなきゃいけないと、また、敵変化の結果はミミックだから、今ちょっと後悔している。もうちょっと早くに、そのミミックを見つけたら、多分アンジェラスの、決めたことは、敵石化か、その魔石か、どっちでも大丈夫ですけど、今のところは、時間がちょっとギリギリになると、 彼の考えは、まあ、いつか多分、その魔石とか、敵石化を使わなきゃいけないから、ここの方がいいかなと思った。Sorry, it was a little long-winded.
Oh, don't worry about it. No, you do your thing. I'm not about to judge that, you know. Whatever you gotta say is perfect.
アンジェラスの作戦は、その AOE の間にブラックナイトを使う。
This one is a little weird because it'll do, after the initial 3 AoEs, it'll then do a tonal and a circle AoE, but it's on a pattern. So you want to TBN like after this. So it'll do the circle AoE and then straight into tonal, and then I can TBN.
ちょっと、まあ、この敵は、同じコードがいつもあるから、とりあえず、その、回る AOE があって、それ後で、そのコーンの AOE があると、その後で、もうちょっと通常攻撃が、起こると、その時、ブラックナイトを使った方がいい。
Athletes. Okay. So we're like on time, kind of, but we definitely will have to use stuff to go further. Big room. Hey, big room. I'm gonna nuke this. This is a totally nuke room because of the big room. My usual play, and actually it looks like we have a treasure room. Yeah, we do. So this is actually a really good room to nuke because of the high amount of enemies. We fortune, we mad decide there could be a lot of chests. So that's the play here.
このフロアは特別なスタイルだから、まあ、最初に、いつもアンジェラスの行動は、その呪い知る視界上を使って、また、これ、まあ、モンスタールームがあると、まあ、もちろん、普段より、このフロアの方がいっぱい敵があるから、それのおかげで、このフロアは、すぐに魔石を使う。でもその前に、宝箱をチェックする。
Hit me. Oh my god, he can't catch up. He needs to lose some weight.
You're kiting him. You're like a Dark Knight machinist.
He needs to lose some weight to catch up to me. Steal. No, when I go.
防御評価を見つけたけど、出発する前に使う。今のところ使わない。
I checked all the rooms. We had one chest, I already checked that one. Okay. And let's examine what we got.
宝箱をチェックしよう。
Safety. Sorry. Hi Pico, how are you? Yeah, hello. We are live, and we are live with Miss Chiela. She's on the comms right now. She's translating some of what I'm saying into Japanese. So that's what's happening now. Well, I'm kind of going through some explanation, and then she's translating it out. So, hey corgi dogs, hello. I'm a man.
Hi
of
everyone
focus.
coming in.
Man of focus. Potentially, I'm also trying to. I mean, in full honesty, I'm trying to, give a good cadence to Chiela to see if she wants to translate anything, and trying to go, back and forth with all that stuff. But I think it's going awesome. So.
Yeah, so far so good. Actually, I'm quite
comfy on your
surprised
end?
at how. Yeah. How
Okay, good.
I was like kind of nervous actually, but it really the cadence is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty chill now actually, which is
Good.
nice.
Excellent.
It's just because you're so chill, Angela, so it makes it easier.
I guess. They start busting out some JP jokes, I have no idea what you're saying. That'd be great.
Promise none of them will be at your expense.
just natural. It is what it is. I just have to deal with it. But we have steel on, so it's gonna make it a little bit easier. Watch a ton of my YouTube content. But I caught you live. Hey, cool. I'm glad you're here, man. Odd hour to see you, but hey, I'm glad you're here. There's one more chest here. Here. Oh, there's two. There's a lot of silvers. Okay, I really hope one of these are a match sign.
魔石があるといい。
Okay, so time. So what I want to do is probably expend my flights right now. And we want to use up the flights to maybe preserve or petrify. So what I'm thinking is like if we can use a flight to not use a petrify, better than using a petrify. So I'm going to combine an affluence with a flight, and we're going to flight all the way up and just go to 0 flights. And maybe we get to save a singular... So maybe we can walk into 91 with 3 of them. That's what I'm hoping for.
これから、その敵石化を守るために、全部、敵排除を使って、理由は、91回から、その、敵石化と魔石を、もうちょっと、その回の方が、大切だから、その前に、敵排除を使った方がいいと思います。
This is gonna be rough. No
戦いは
healing.
ちょっと
No
難し
healing.
くない。Yeah, this is difficult.
It's lighted though, but it's gonna be tough. Yeah, and again, the challenge being that you don't have regen potions, that's why it's going to be really tough, because I'm not going to make back any of the HP I'm losing, essentially. GBN here. It's late, damn. Sucks.
ラックナイトはちょっと遅すぎたから大変。
I just didn't hit the button. Oh yeah, super potions allowed, yeah. It's just not the regen potion. So I'm busting out the super potions. At least, you know, for my challenge, it's allowed.
I mean, you don't need to farm those, so. Oh, nice!
Okay, so that makes life a lot easier. Let's do the Koki next.
魔法強化を見つけてよかった。
Did you get to talk about LOSing?
A little bit, but
Okay.
I can kind of just like explain a little bit because I'm sure you're gonna do it on the.
We'll do it
Koki
now
for
on the Koki,
debuff,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna LOS here. I'm gonna wait a couple, like 1-2 autos here. I'm gonna LOS. If I LOS, I don't get this realm. No realm.
後期は、その、AoE の後で、すぐに、ちょっと、デバフを、攻撃するけど、その、視界がなくなりますと、その、デバフがないから、すぐに、視覚を下げた方がいいです。
Yeah, Pinned is right. I could also TBN for it, but if that honestly, if the TBN isn't breaking, I'm probably preferring to LOS it. Although I'm still losing DPS no matter how you slice it.
その場合、ブラックナイトも使います。
And a treasure room. It's a treasure room, and it's the exit.
モンスターハウスは、出発ところにあります。
I love Monster House.
I know, it's such a good name. Like, I was really, when I was thinking about all of what I needed to put on my cheat sheet for this, I was like thinking a lot about Monster House and how it's kind of like a nice name.
Yeah.
Compared to Treasure Room.
Yeah, I mean, Treasure Room is... Well, I actually don't call this anymore because I pretty much stayed with the cadence of what most people say it. I used to just call it Nope Room. I just look at it, I'm like, nope, now it's gone.
Oh, Nope Room?
Yeah.
I like that too.
But Treasure Room is, honestly, I think Treasure Room is more a Meiji thing, and that's kind of where everything fell into, but...
I wondered why it became Treasure Room. Like, I was sort of,
I think she has it on her guide. It's a Treasure Room.
Oh, okay, I see. I wonder who coined the term Monster House in Japanese.
I guess it has. Well, a lot of people talk about how Monster House also refers to Chocobo's Dungeon, if I remember correctly, that game, where they call it a Monster House in there. I know when we talked about it in chat, they said, hey, it kind of has a reference to Chocobo Dungeon, which I never played, but, you know, I get it, that's the thing, so... Oh, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, that's what it is. Pokemon Mystery
Dungeon. Right, okay. Yeah, I never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon either, so... Interesting.
Got it.
Today I learned.
Yep.
I was wondering where Monster House came from.
Now, I don't know if that's the thing, but that's what kept coming up, like someone chat just said, kind of the reference that people keep talking about. Okay, where is the exit? Not here. Which means it's across the room. Oh, it's right here! I'm out.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
not checking. Wait, I'm gonna flight. Should have affluence, but it's alright. Damage down. There's steel. Okay, well, not complaining about the steel.
Getting a lot of steals, actually.
Yeah, not complaining. That's really going to be helping in this type of run.
Yeah, given you're not using any
Yep.
sustaining pots.
That's a 48 though. I've gotten 20 in this run. Let's go.
That's awesome.
In a very inefficient 6 hours.
I think it's better than running 21 to 30.
Mentally speaking.
Over and
yes.
over again. Yeah, mentally speaking.
We can talk about the Guru with the LOS thing.
Okay.
Jesus, so stale. Okay, so I'm gonna get him in the corner. Alright, so we're gonna LOS here.
アララギはちょっと特別な、敵だから説明しようと思います。その5部の、グリフを、四角に、下げると、まあ、その後で、ちょっと、まあ、すぐに、もう一回、攻撃を、下げなきゃいけない。その、四角を、なくなった方がいいから、まあ、何回もすぐに、四角を、なくなった方がいいと思います。
Oh, I missed that. I thought it would be doing the AoE sooner rather than later. Combo. Do I find HoH or POTD more difficult to solo? I feel Heaven on High sometimes is a little bit more on the RNG side, a little bit more. Palace, as of recently, I find the only reason I lose to Palace is because I did something bad. What the fuck's with Steel? Like, really the past almost 2, 3, 4 months in Palace the Dead, I died because I did something wrong. Like, RNG didn't do anything, I just did not execute. Heaven on High, sometimes you can do your best and then nothing happens, like you just don't pick up anything, so it kind of feels bad, but yeah. There's so many steals.
Yeah, there's like 4 on this floor.
Yeah, I mean... Good morning, Mia, sorry. So the time is very concerning because, I gotta get to the boss with like a lot, so I'm probably gonna have to nuke the floor, next floor, no matter what, even though I burn these flights. But I wouldn't have had time for to fight one anyway, unless this was a short floor, so it is what it is.
今のところ、時間はちょっとギリギリすぎるから、そのせいで、まあ、敵排除を使っても、多分、89回は、敵セッカーか、その、魔石を使うするしかない。時間を守るために。
That sucks. Okay. I guess I'll pick steel up and steel number 2 up. Steel. So let's do, let's try an affluence to boost the damage here. I'm sorry, to boost the chests if I'm gonna nuke. I do have one play. 87 to 89 does have landmines, although this will be really tricky to landmine, considering I'm not running potions, but I'm not really sure you even want to do that. Oh, well, forget it. See, I would rather do the Petrify, but then I lose the Serenity. Alright, so it depends on the chests here. So, if I'm picking up some good things from chests, I will use the Serenity, but if I'm not, then I will use the Magicite. So we gotta check that.
この、回の、効果はちょっと大変すぎるから、とりあえず、宝箱をチェックして、その、宝箱のコンテンツ次第、決める。最初の選択肢は、魔法強化解除と、あと、敵石化を使う。けど、まあ、
Oh my god.
Oh my god. もう一つの、行動は、まあ、普通に、魔石だけど、本当に、その宝箱のコンテンツ次第です。
Firebloody asked about my standing. I'm going to have to use it for the 90 boss, but so far we've used nothing so far. But I have to use it for Onra because that fight is just not possible without it. Well, it's not possible. It's just not practical. It's more the thing. This is really leaning towards a nuke, like big time. YOLO. That worked.
YOLO.
There are so many minutes for all. Yeah.
落車化が多すぎるから大変。
Strength. It's not enough for me to use the Serenity. Nope. We're nuking.
魔石を使おう。この回は自己強化だけあるから、魔法強化解除を使うと足りない。
I think I'll strength here just to help me out. So we are putting on the potions, by the way. I have to. I think I'm going to strength here to help me out, and it should be enough for time.
時間が足りるそうですけど、戦う前に、その自己強化を使おうと思います。
So I guess we can also explain the fights. So strength. Okay, so this boss will just do very simple mechanics for the first 16%, so up to 84% of the basic mechanics.
最初に、このボスは、最初の 16% の、間に、本当にシンプルなギミックがあるけど、その後で、go ahead and you explain more of it, and I'll say.
Now, do you think, like, if I explain one cycle, like, could you do it the translation in such a way where like if I get back on the cycle, then you start talking about it? Like would that does that make sense to you?
Yeah, let's do that. So you do the first cycle.
Yeah, so like as it's happening.
It in English. Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to like kind of translating thereafter. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, I'll just wait for you to do the first one, and then once he starts casting, then I'll start the second one.
Yep. Katie, good morning or good. Well, never mind. Good afternoon. Sorry, it's 3 a.m. 3:30. Hold on.
Good thing I've done this fight, so I can explain it.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. That certainly helps, you know.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ooh, the what? The what? Oh my god, what is that? Oh my gosh. So 84, I'm gonna bring it to A. Actually, I'm gonna wait. If I push it too far, then it goes to 84. So I'm gonna get it to A-ish. I'm gonna make sure my back is this way, so we're away from the arena. Because I want to get him to cast quick Quagga in this fashion, and then I get behind him. I'm also gonna TBN here. I'm gonna get behind him so it doesn't sneak in a quick auto. I wait for his auto attack. One auto, I move because if I'm any late, that ball's going to potentially explode. So now I get over here in the corner over here. I wait for the AoE and on the auto. I hug the wall so we avoid all those balls. I get the C. I wait for him to drop his AoE. I get behind, and then this is just, and then now we just rinse and repeat. I guess it would also be worth noting, because this is late into Shadowbring, is that the whole unmend change is going to probably be really useful. We don't lose the combo anymore, so this is going to become an easier fight. We don't lose the combo. Alright. Your turn.
Yeah. Can't wait for that. Okay, I'll wait till he starts casting Ancient Quagga and then I'll explain.
Nailed it.
Well, actually, maybe I'll just start from now. Okay. Ancient Quagga をキャストする前に、アンジェラスは女が左向けに行って、その後でまあ最初の通常攻撃をやって、それに待って、その通常の攻撃が後々で、B マーカーに進んで、その B マーカーを待って、次にその AoE がキャストして、その AoE がキャストした後で、次にC マーカーに動いて、そこでそのメイティアの攻撃が終わった後で、すぐにまあ最初のところに戻ります。最後のところに戻ります。
Nailed it.
後でまあ何回もやるから同じコードがあります。
Third cycle. Every 3 cycles, that ball is not here, so we can kind of cheat a little bit with our DCD. So you don't see one every third combo. That's kind of important if you're really pushing damage.
3番目の攻撃サイクルの中でそのちっちゃいグレーボールの立場がちょっと違うからもうちょっと長くにA マーカーに立っても全然大丈夫です。でもまあ気をつけてください。そのちっちゃいボールをまあ探してください。I just also gave a little like be careful message afterwards, like make sure you're paying attention to whether it's there or not.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah. It's hard because every 3 is a weird number, I think. But it is every 3.
Yeah. It's kind of random seeming, but it is every 3, so it's just like that's what we gotta check.
Katie, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're on Dark Knight now. And we're trying to push the limit on Dark Knight without using potions. Although right now, I have to. This fight, I've tried to do this without regen, and it just doesn't work out. I'd have to triple frailty. It's not practical if I actually want to clear. But, sorry, we'll use a couple. I've used 10 so far.
This is the one that you use, like, basically all of them on for your last pot shirt run, right?
Yeah, I also was very conservative the last time, but now I'm just using them whenever, but yeah. Thanks for follow, by the way, Chickpea, Yeah, I used I think 13 here the last time, which seems incredible, but I've already used like 11, but it's fine.
That's pretty incredible, actually.
I was really pushing the limit on that one, but now I kind of just don't care. It's whatever.
I mean, it's still gonna be like a crazy net positive.
Yep. So I didn't really afford my stuff with that much time. Steel's out. Good. I don't need to steal, it's fine. Let's steal. Yeah, not that I'm now not even using I'm using sustaining, it's not that big of a deal. This is I think the 5th rotation now.
I'll just say the thing about steel.
Okay.
防御強化がなくなっても、まあ、天空だったら全然大丈夫です。まあ、もちろん、飛躍を、まあ、積極的に使うから、もちろん、タンクの、アビリティと、その飛躍を使ったら全然問題ないです。
I am worried about time now. I might have to use the frailty.
今時間はちょっとギリギリから、
I'm ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
敵弱体か使おうかどうかちょっと検討中。Go ahead.
I am ahead right now, but the strength is dropping in 1 minute. So if I'm probably gonna, like, I'm debating if I just frailty should be fine. I would probably prefer to frailty anyway. Yeah, I'll wait for delirium. I hope a frailty is gonna be enough. I'll do a strength pot and we'll do a strength pot into delirium. Should be. Last time I did a should be, I timed out. On Dark Knight specifically.
I guess if you do it like fairly early, then you can kind of like see where you're at 2 minutes and then make a call if you need another frailty.
Yeah, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot right now. Wait.
Oh, okay, you're alright.
Wait, 20 seconds to learn. Oh, but I just used the pot, so that's
should be able to still get some delirium into it.
Oops. Oh. That big damage. Depends on how perfect the rotation. Yeah, we're not going perfect, so that's not happening. I'm just not gonna do a perfect rotation in Dark Knight.
I'm a Dark Knight main and I don't do a perfect rotation on Dark Knight on this boss. It's just too much movement.
Just play perfect. Yeah, exactly. That was close. Wait, not yet. Let him get over here. I think we're fine.
大丈夫そうだと思うけど、ちょっと追跡している。
CBN's like maybe it's not third combo. It's not the third combo. I think we're fine. 15. I just have to do 5% a minute. We're fine.
Yeah, I think you're alright. Might be able to skip the frailty, no problem.
back to A. Yeah, it should be fine. Super tight but looks favorable. Like Tim's giving me like the weather report right now. Chance of success, potential failure. Get over here. Oh shit, that's a bad angle. Meteor drops early so I can go in early. Totally fine. Clear skies. Yeah, we look pretty good. Especially with that delirium coming out. I have what, one more delirium? Yes, I have one more delirium.
Thank you, desu ne.
Oh, I'm late. Oh, no, I got it. I went for flying. Good, I didn't use extra LP. I'm happy.
Yeah, I think actually it's better you didn't use it, because now you have it for the next course.
Yeah, big time, because we're straining for the next floor.
Yeah, no flights. That just is...
Oh, one of those flights probably
somewhat
saved me.
bad.
Saved me a petrified, so I'm not going to be too bad about that. The
No,
trade-off is
yeah,
really
it was the right choice, I think. Just... Pickups weren't amazing. There's a lot of steals.
good. Kind of steal. Okay. There we go. Not bad. It could be better, but it's not bad. Not bad. I think,
Yeah, it could be
honestly, the blind probably wrecked it. Probably killed the floor wipe for me, in my opinion. But it's alright. Alright, how are you feeling? Okay? Do you need to snack, drink? Do you need to
Good, yeah,
go
maybe
to
I'll take a
lunch?
bathroom break.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm literally asking you. No, you can't go because I asked you.
No, you're chained to the chair. You're not allowed to go.
Yeah.
So maybe just like 5 minutes, and then I think I'll be ready for the next floor.
Perfect. Alright.
Cool. Alright, I will be back in just a moment.
Alrighty. Probably nice to have. Yeah, it is. We are gonna take this off my bar again. So we went down to. Oh, that's not how you do that. So we're down to. We started at 957. We used 33 for that fight, but we're up almost 19 potsherds, so that's good. But yeah, sorry. I hope you guys understand that the chat interaction is going to be a little less, because not only would I like to explain things, but then I'm making sure I don't cut off Chiela as she's explaining things in Japanese. But hopefully you guys are finding it kind of cool. If anyone either speaks Japanese or just in general, we've never done something like this before. So definitely just essentially test driving it. Also, this is, I mean, even if this doesn't clear, which I really hope it clears, I probably will put it up on YouTube anyway, regardless of the fact. So we'll get it up on YouTube. I'm gonna crop it out, and we'll put it up on YouTube, because this is just a very unique scenario that we have, right? So, but yeah, she's doing awesome. She sounds very comfortable, and I really like this dynamic. It's great, because this is next time German translation. I need an awesome German to do it. Right now I have JP, but that's all I kind of currently have ish. So, but no, like honestly, about For Ninja, like if it becomes something that people are interested in, especially with our content, then yeah, like totally we can seek it out. We can try to make it happen. Like right now, what's happening right now is that essentially, because people have shown interest in the fact that, hey, you're translating some video, like, okay, just as an example, if anyone doesn't know, first and foremost, I made a video explaining how to farm potsherds in both Palace and Heaven on High. So that was first starting thing, because that was a high demand thing that people were asking. This was especially during when Zeppla was essentially promoting Deep Dungeon, when Asmon was popping into Deep Dungeon, this became such a common question. So I made a video to explain it because we didn't have one. Everyone just came in here, hey, how do you farm portraits? How do you farm portraits? How do you farm portraits? So it's like, okay, we'll just make a video. And then I thought down the line, well, what about the other people in other languages, right? Let's just give this a shot. So Chiela translated the Palace of the Dead one, completely Japanese. 6 minutes of her talking in Japanese of the same exact guide. And the feedback was very good. People liked it, and she's in talks with a number of the JP runners in Deep Dungeon. And, you know, the general consensus is that they actually don't seem to have very many verbal video guides. Like, they have video guides with pictures, or they have text guides, but they don't have video verbally talking guides on their end. And there has been other people who have talked about, hey, like, what do you call it? You know, could you help translate some of this stuff, etc.? And there was one person in particular who is trying to get through Heaven on High, and they're trying to use the videos that we have, but they don't understand what's being said. So then here we are. This is kind of the step process into why something like this is currently happening, that we're giving it a shot. It's all about giving it a shot. And this is all ideas for Endwalker coming in, right? Because when Endwalker comes in, I have to do everything over. Whatever guides are up there, whatever tutorials, we have to do it all over again, because we have to make it accustomed to Endwalker. So all of these things that we're essentially test driving is what will lead into in the future, potentially. So, and hey, again, about for Ninja, like you asked, what about German translation? Well, if it's something that people seem to want, we can try to see if we can find someone who can do it, and then work from there. You know what I mean? For like kind of fill that hole. Kajin says, love the content. I would love to see another Ninja live tutorial. I am gonna be cycling through Ninja, Kajin, although it won't technically be a live tutorial. I'll just run it through in Heaven on High, because I'm gonna practice melee starting next week, sometime next week. But I'm gonna be doing Monk first, then Samurai, then Ninja, and we're gonna kind of cycle between the three until Endwalker shows up, because I want to practice for Reaper. So I'm so interested in how, yeah, same. I'm very interested to see how Summoner will perform. I'm interested to see what they do with sleep. Like I was saying earlier, once we get to Sage, I'm gonna totally try to sleep a Mimic and see what happens. Like it's probably gonna fail, but it would be really interesting if sleep actually works for some reason. Hey, that was by chance how I figured out that we were able to interrupt the Mimic back in Shadowbring, the beginning of Shadowbringers, because you shouldn't have been able to interrupt the Mimic, and I just went, whatever, let's just try it, and I stopped the Mimic, and again, it didn't have that, you know, that animation for the casting bar, it didn't have that. And I was able to interrupt the Mimic. I'm like, oh, and so we kind of spread that out and showcased that to people. Now I felt like it was a bug, but it's there, we used it, whatever. And then in the later patch where they fixed Deep Dungeon because it was kind of broken, they actually took it away and they patched it up. But then later in, like 5.1 or something, they brought it back, but they made it official. They're like, yeah, okay, in the patch notes, okay, you can interrupt the Mimic now, you know, with interrupt. So that's very interesting that they made that change. But that was in a patch note. Yeah, so like, you know, I would 100% be testing things down the line. You can guarantee that. Now, the chances of victory here, I think, are pretty tight. We're going to have to probably get some help here. But I shall try my best, and we'll see. If I were to give a prediction, maybe a 97? Maybe a 97 based on the palms. If, like, we don't pick up anything, we're probably going to get, like, 96. But we'll see what happens, so... Yeah, hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Actually, I'm deep into the weekend now. It's probably going to push... we're probably going to end here at like 5 a.m. It'll be a late night. But it's fine. This is fun. I purposely started at floor 1 to give Chiela some time to get her, you know, get ready and be available and stuff. You're back. Okay, cool.
It's like, I was like waiting for like a kind of interruption in what you were saying.
Perfect.
It's like, I'm just going to type in the chat.
Yeah, I was gonna keep talking to keep conversation going, so you're all good.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Now, I appreciate you, dude, for doing this. So.
Yeah, no problem. It's actually really fun, so I'm enjoying it.
Excellent. You ready? Alright. I don't know how this one's gonna go,
Let's
but
go.
we'll try our best.
Yeah, we'll see with those palms.
How are you feeling? If you were to give a prediction on the floor, I was saying 96 on my end.
I'm gonna be optimistic because I've gone in with similar palms like this and gotten 98 or 99, so I think you can do it because you're better than me. So
I mean, we both have the title. It's the same thing.
that's true, but you have like, you know, just a couple of years of experience on me, so
That's a little.
just a little.
Yeah, let's see what we got on the first one. Oh, I'm gonna open Fortune here. I like a Fortune opener. And let's do a Strength Frailty right now to push damage. So, okay, let's just stop at the Frailty opener. Let's stop at that one. I'll do something else later.
Okay. Yep. I'll explain what you just did. 最初にもちろんリレーズを使ってすぐにもちろん宝箱を見つけるためにその宝箱増加とあとは運気上昇を使ってまた91回をもうちょっと早くにするためにその自己強化とあと敵弱体化を一緒に使います。
So, I want to do an opening Strength Frailty. First, the Frailty's at 3, so we do want to just set that at a lower number. But I want to keep the Strength low as well because it is known to basically pick up a lot of strengths and steals on the way here. Like, you'll see just overabundance of them, or a lot of them. So using them and keeping them at 1 or a lower number is just more beneficial than sitting on it.
まあ最初にその敵弱体化を使うことはまあ3つがあるからまあもちろん最初に2個だけにするとまたその自己強化について91回から大体まあ普段はいっぱいピックアップするからだからまあ2個があってももうちょっと減らした方がいいと思います。
I will ignore that chest while the frailty's up, because if that's a mimic, that's gonna cause a problem, so we're gonna skip. Cool.
前と同じ宝箱を見つけてもその敵弱体化が効果中間にその宝箱をチェックしていない。
I guess also we'll mention that white mage stood there and casted like 3 times before they moved, which is normal. You just wait for them to come at you, don't get fancy, just be patient and let them come at you.
またその白魔導士を攻撃するときまあ3つの攻撃の後で来るからその3つの攻撃を待っても全然大丈夫です。待った方がいいです。
Okay, there is a lot of white mages here, so we're very fortunate.
いっぱい白魔導士がいると本当にいいことです。よかったです。
I don't know if you want to talk about the LOSing of the white mages, or I guess maybe because that was talked about before, but...
まあその前に資格を下げるためにまあ白魔導士と同じ前の敵です。白魔導士は本当にストーンだけキャストするからこの壁に入れたら資格がなくなるからそのストーンのキャストを止める。
But I hear Techie. Can you say Techie?
Yeah, Techie is enemy.
Techie's enemy. Okay.
Or like monster. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is that a 14 term or is that a general term?
It's a general term actually. I mean, there's like a few words that you can use. You could actually say monster, but Techie is like pretty normal. It's like used in anime and stuff too, or just like
okay.
Like kind of any sort of like fantasy type content.
Okay, gotcha.
あ、リリーさん、こんにちは。Lily's here.
Hey, hello.
いつもありがとうございます。ちょっと待って。
The Omni Clear, Lily? Right? Do you have the Omni Clear? Or did they have the Omni Clear?
リリーさん、全ジョブクリアしましたか？忘れちゃった、すいません。
So I forgot which JP runners have the Palace Omni.
So Lily's asking, do you always use a fortune on the first floor, even if you have, like in your current case, you've got 2 Petries. So Lily's wondering if you would, like, even when you have like kind of a little bit of extra Petri, still use fortune on floor 91.
Okay, so that's a good question because this is a personal thing. I don't like Petries for the Petrify at all. Now later on, potentially we combine them, but I will like sit and prefer to just hope they get a Mad Sight or something to save the fortunes for Mad Sight. But I am personally not a fan of doing a Petri fortune. In general. Now, why I use one here? Actually, I guess you can start with that one, and then I'll do the other one.
Just quickly, let me rephrase it because I think it was slightly different from what you were thinking. So, Lily's thinking more about like, you know, what are you going to get back from the fortune, rather than because you use the fortune on this floor, right, to try and pick up palms, even though you still have 2 Petries. So they're wondering like, you know, even in times where you have 2 Petries, would you proactively use a fortune? Like, not necessarily with the Petri, but just like how you did on this floor 91.
Okay, so I'm just thinking about that for a second. Yeah, like habitually I will...
A little bit more complicated.
You know, I understand what they're going for. Let me just see if I can get a good explanation. So I do habitually use the fortune on the first floor because generally the first floor sometimes I think historically it's giving me a lot of kills. So you're looking at what, like 8 average 9 kills. So you're going to get quite a bit out of the fortune in general, and that's why I always decide to use the first one. Now because I had 2, I'm more than likely to use it. Now if I had 1, I'm more than likely to sit on the fortune until we get a good opportunity. Like for instance, if I get into a treasure room, right, and then we have a Petri, well that's a much better way to use the fortune. But I will open with a fortune now to potentially get chests, even though there's a low chance for it, simply due to the fact that I'm just assuming we're having high kills.
Okay. リリーさん、アンジェラスの答えは、91回は、まあ、普段いっぱい敵を倒さなきゃいけないから、もうちょっと、その宝箱を見つけられるために、まあ、今、その、すいません、運気上昇が、2個あるから、まあ、1個だけだったら多分使わない。普段、アンジェラスは、その、運気上昇の使い方は、まあ、まあ、石と、あと、まあもちろん、敵石化と一緒に使うけど、2個があると、まあ、91回いっぱい敵を倒すと、まあ、おそらく、まあもちろん、現れるかどうかわかんないけど、おそらく、その、宝箱を見つけるチャンスがもうちょっと、高いから使った。
Cheshire, I am moving. I actually kind of go in a rhythm. And if I break the rhythm, I will look for the cast bar to show up on my screen, and then I start moving. But it kind of gets into a little bit of a rhythm, so I will kind of move in a little bit of a rhythm eventually. But I will do like a cast bar thing. And Lily has both POTD and Heaven on High Omni. Nice. Nice. I'll get there.
So powerful.
I'll eventually be balanced at some point.
after Endwalker.
Yeah, right. Unfortunately, it has to be after Endwalker. What do you want? 70? 16. Oh, damn it, dude. I LOS myself. Hold on, come here. Okay, I tried to go for an exploding chest there, but didn't go.
そのシルバー宝箱が爆発していなかったから残念。
Hey, yeah, it's almost 4 a.m. here too, man. Let's stay up together.
Meanwhile, you know, it's a nice, just about 5 p.m. here.
Yeah. Dinner time. What time do you guys have dinner?
We usually have it kind of late.
Okay.
Like 7 or 8, somewhere around there.
Gotcha.
It's because we go to sleep way too late.
Oh, well, that's fine. That happens. Best time it happens 4 a.m. Oh, we'll see. Okay, so this sucks. I have to surrender immediately. This is where a Magicite would have kicked in, but we ain't got a Magicite.
魔石がないと、まあ、魔法強化解除するしかないと思います。残念ながら。
I want to find the altered room. It's somewhere. We gotta find it first to decide what we're doing here.
敵変化のルームを探してみますけど、まあ、どこかはもちろんわかんないから頑張ってます。
The reason for your racing? Yeah, I know. You know what's funny about the Gozu is they've actually never given me a problem. Like a major problem. The Manticores are what kills me all the time. But the Gozers, I don't know, for me they're just so big, so I don't have a problem with them.
Yeah, I have a more problem with like the Manticore as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Okay, you're welcome. I think that's like what Lily was asking is interesting, right? For someone who has cleared Omni and both, you're gonna have runners that will just employ different strategies, you know. So it is interesting to just see in general what someone else is doing and how they're having success to have this different thought process and you know why the reasoning is there. And maybe it makes sense. Maybe you know you'll have a debate on it, whatever. But it's still, I think, an interesting thing to talk about regardless.
Okay, let me translate that for Lily. リリーさん、質問本当にありがとうございます。そうですね、まあもちろん、アンジェラスは、まあ、全クリアができました。まあ、雨の見柱の中で。でも、また、まあ、リリーさんは、死者の宮殿と雨の見柱全部、クリアできました。でも、作戦は本当に、冒険者によるから、その作戦について、質問とか、考え方とか、全部、話せる本当に、まあ、もうちょっと、その、人の、行動とか分かるようになるから、その質問は本当に良かったと思います。
As far as I can go on a warrior, guys. Yeah, pretty far in the warrior. I think if I had strength on, I might have killed it, but there's as far as I'm aware.
I was like not watching because I was like thinking about how to say that, and then I look and you're like witching the warrior.
Can I actually fight a warrior? Well, guess what? You saw it live on Twitch, you know? I clearly wanted to demonstrate it. Not really. Okay.
暗黒騎士で、戦士と本当に戦えるけど、まあ、もちろん、今回、アンジェラスは、飛躍を使いたくないから、終わった、まあ、50% の、HP になった時、携帯変化を使わなきゃいけなかった。もし、飛躍を使ったら全然大丈夫ですけど、今回はちょっと違うから。
I'm considering trying to fight one on Gunbreaker with steel and arm's length. Thinking to try. Yeah, there. Okay, with mitigation, it's not bad. What you want to do in general, what you want to do, is you just want to have the defense come up when you're getting that big burst damage. So on Butcher Block, you want to do it. On Onslaught, you kind of want to take care of it, and then on the Raging Rush-ish, I forgot what that's actually called. But that's when you want to. That's when you want to utilize your defenses. So as long as you leave them in there, it's more manageable. So I was handling it okay, but then I started to lose too much HP from the onslaught. I'm losing a lot of HP from this one.
Another thing I can recommend with fighting the warriors is just make sure you always have your back to a wall,
Yep.
Preferably a corner. So when they knock you back, it's not like yeeting you into a luring trap or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
that's just not good. Just leave it. I know there's a steel to the left. Oh, I have not found the altar room. I need to do that.
敵変化のルームまだ見つけられなかったから、探さなきゃいけない今。
Corgans.
Porygon. Also, if you notice, like the word for alteration in Japanese is actually teki henka, which is like literally enemy change. So that's kind of like a way to tell, like kind of normal terminology, I guess.
So what's it again? You said
Teki, so the word that you noticed before, and then henka, which is like change.
I'm sorry. Say it one more time. Teki
Henka.
Teki penka.
Hen, like H-E-N. Henka.
Oh, penka. Okay, penka. Gotcha. I don't know how many controls there are. I think there's 2. So I guess it could be mentioned that keeping track of how many patrols is really good, because then I know how many are floating around. I think there's 1, but I've lost track of them. Killed 1, maybe 1 more.
歩いている敵にちょっと追跡することは必要。多分71回からすごい必要だと思いますけど、今回は多分2匹いるから、それにちょっと追跡している。
Where are you looking? You're looking that way. We'll check this room. Chest. Where is it? There it is. You moved away. Thank you. Let's check. Go. Monk moved away. I'm going to the Corgan room. See ya, Starry. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging as long as you did. I appreciate that, and I shall catch you next time. Whoops. One button. That's it. Damn, I opened
Oh
the
man.
Okay. I'm gonna strength already because I need help, a little bit of help on the fight. We picked up another one, so I'll just use it now. Oh, what? Bad. Didn't even do that.
この戦いはちょっと長すぎるから、アンジェレスの、作戦は、ちょっと積極的に、自己強化を使おう。
I need some HP. Great. Okay. And there's a steal in the exit, so let's do affluence and alteration again. I'd like to Petri 94, because 94 is usually a really bad floor, so I want to kind of save my Petris for there. That's the plan.
今の作戦は、93回は、宝箱増加と、あと、敵変化を使って、でも、いつも94回は、すごい大変だから、その作戦は、積極的に、敵石化を使うつもりでしたけど。
I hear debuffs though, so that's gonna kind of determine what we do here. Yeah, well, that's gonna have to be Serenity again. Great. Two no I no fours in a round.
残念ながら、その魔法強化解除使うするしかない。
Okay, that's good pickup. Flight's good pickup. I'm gonna fight this white mage right now because I have cooldowns.
敵排除があってよかった。待て、リキャストは全部あるから、とりあえず、この、白魔導士と戦うつもりです。
You have a problem.
ちょっと危ない状態になりました。
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm stupid. I don't know if I'm gonna make this though. Here. I might actually use the first one just to stay up. We shall see.
You have how many imps? One imp, one frog.
So when the witching drops out, it will pop out and do like its first move. So that's why it's going to do the gap closer. That's why it immediately did a TBN because I'm just gonna block it out.
兵隊変化が終わった後ですぐに、最初の攻撃をやるから、その、スプリントとチャージして、だから、その、兵隊変化の効果が終わった後で、終わった前に、その、暗黒神のタンクアビリティを使う。例えば、ブラックナイトとか。
We're fine. It's fine.
大丈夫、大丈夫。That was scary.
Yes, absolutely my bad because I just reprisal. What a terrible decision. Hey warrior, what's up, man? How you doing? Stand right next to him somewhere. Well, that'll work. Hey, I'll do this. That's alright, I'm okay fighting this because we have real beyond how much we can do. Arm length for the knockback.
センシーと戦うことは、今のところは大丈夫。理由は、もちろん、防御強化があると、また、その敵弱体感もあるから全然大丈夫です。でももちろんタンクのアビリティを使わなきゃいけない。
You want to make it exciting, right? We gotta make it exciting. Next room. See if I can find the ultimate room. 4 rooms. Oh, found the ultimate room.
敵変化、
Right,
見つけなきゃいけない。
Because the frailty's on. We still need probably a lot of kills here, but it's alright. Oh shit.
Oh no.
And there's a Gozu coming in right now. And it's on. And I don't have TVN right now. Frailty again. I need, dude, just give me 1 MP. I might actually frailty here. Ow. Bit of a problem. Okay, fine. Everything's fine. Got a warrior breathing down my throat. Damn. Bad gap closer. Oh well.
Oh.
I didn't think it would double hit me.
ちょっと失敗したけど、まあ、しょうがない。
I think it would double tap me on that one. It's alright. I don't have the raising anymore. Still have the frailty running though. Let me do a strength steal again. I might have to do the warrior. Oh no, just kidding. Let me check the chest. Oh no, bad idea. I'm gonna pull a warrior. I don't want to check the chest because mimic thing. I can't die again though. Gotta prep the TBN soon after the 3rd auto itch. Right about here, right about here. Okay, I really want to deal with the Gozu next. No, I didn't take the chest yet. Okay. I don't want to. TBN. Cool. Yeah, no regen. We did use them for 90. I had to, but we are being true to the challenge. So I could have very well used one to stay alive. Like that encounter would be very easy. Not very easy, but it would be very manageable if I was just running around with a sustaining potion on. But yeah, it's just not the option right now. I'm gonna check the chest now because the frailty's out. I think I already checked that other one, right? No, I don't think I checked that other one.
敵弱体化が終わったから、今のところは宝箱をチェックします。
I don't think I checked the one to the west. Yeah,
I
think
don't remember seeing you check it, so I don't.
Okay. I gotta interject soon. Here. Guaranteed intuition? I probably would guarantee it's an intuition too. Trying to see if the enemies will move so I can get to that room, but I'm out though.
ちょっと、敵の動きをちょっとだけ集中しているけど、まあ、出口が、開いているから、ちょっと
I feel like I did
検
check
討し
it.
ます。
No, I didn't check it. I can't. Oh, it's back there. Oh, I see. Well, I'm
Maybe
committed.
that's why you didn't check it?
Yeah. So this is an interesting decision. I don't want to stay too long. If I can make my way out, I want to do it. Maybe flight the next floor. Thanks for the swallows, by the way, guys. Appreciate it. Because of the running strength and steel, I want to make the most out of that one. Okay, we're not gonna stay here. I'm gonna go. I would have had to wait for another cycle for that thing to move, so we're just gonna go. Check this one though, which could be a mimic, but whatever.
宝箱をチェックする作戦について、まあもちろん、ちょっと、まあ、この、状態だったら、ちょっと選択しにくいと思いますけど、時間が、いっぱいかかると、本当に、諦めた方がいい、すぐに出発した方がいいと思いますから、今回は、まあ、待ちすぎるから、出発します。
Well, not using items anyway. Okay. I used a conceal to help me out to get out of the floor. I don't want to wait any longer.
アンジェラスは待ちたくなかったから、そのために、バニッシュを使った。
Oh no! Yeah, salted earth. Okay, that's one. Get rid of this one. I want to definitely kill the harder ones as fast as possible because of the strength steel. And then maybe if there's white mages, I'll hunt them down later, but we want to get this in a strength steel. I can kill like literally one more, and I might be out of strength steel.
一番難しい敵、最初に集中しなきゃいけない、理由は、今、その自己強化と、防御強化が、あるから、その前に、まあ、使う間に、倒した方がいいと思います。
Oh, I'm dead. It's I'm dead. I aggroed the giant, so I'm dead. At least I got to 90, whatever, for... Yeah, I aggroed the giant. I was trying to deal with the giant, but it's fine. Tried our best. Oh well.
Yeah, you got a lot of no items. That was pretty rough.
3 no items is pretty bad. Okay, yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, it was a pretty good one. So it was a good run. It was a good one.
It was a really good run.
Yeah. Didn't get to the higher floors, but honestly, it's a crapshoot with the higher floors regardless. But at least we got through most of it. But thanks, Chiela. You did great. Chat, what do you think? Did she do great?
Thanks for having me.
What do you think, chat? Did she do great? I thought she did great. nice way to handle this. So you did great. Awesome.
Thanks so much, everybody. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that. And we had some requests from JP players to translate some of Angelus's like kind of live guides, and you know, we were kind of thinking like, how's the best way to do that? Is it me going in and translating something that Angelus already made, or just doing it live? And this was, I thought, much easier, and I think I was right.
Yeah,
it's
I
definitely
think so
easier
too.
than typing. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for the kind words. I really appreciate it.
Great. Yeah, this is great. I really think this went pretty awesome, and we'll see what happens moving forward. Because yeah, because I don't know. I don't know if anyone kind of did this in this fashion in other places, but we're doing it here, and I think it's kind of a cool thing. But I mean, you know, it is thanks to your talent for being able to do this and your proficiency at it. So that's really awesome of you, and to spend your time. You spent what, like 3 hours doing this, so that's awesome. Thank you for spending your time doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be sitting here watching you anyway. So it's only the only difference is I'm just talking to you instead.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I'd happy to be doing it again sometime if we find that people enjoyed this. So yeah, it was really great for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for
we
having
will
me.
definitely talk about that. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thank you for your time. So I shall definitely catch you when I wake up.
Of course, yeah.
So yeah, thank you for your time. And yeah, guys, socials, Discord, Twitter, YouTube, all the fun stuff. I'll definitely be putting this on YouTube regardless, even though it wasn't a wipe. But I want to see what happens with what people think about it. I'm probably gonna put it on Twitter as well. So if you want to see it on Twitter, definitely take a look. Discord's where we talk all the fun stuff, and we're trying to get a lot of the JP community hopefully participating in it. Chiela is really working hard with that one, so you might see some of the cool runners in there. We had some of the ones in here too, so yeah. But yeah.
Thank
Thank you guys. All right, let's go see who we can say hello to. And raid sponsored Yukon. What? Let's see. What's our Gildarian doing? Project Winter. I don't know what that game is. It's like super like degen hours now. So I guess let's Yo, I know. Let's go to our man who's rocking it right now. Let's go to our man Todd. He actually just got into Team Aethernet, so he's a fresh Aethernet member now. But you know, we all know Todd, right? If you don't know Todd, you should know him. He's a super helpful raider. If you like the way I kind of help you guys out with Deep Dungeon, he will do that over at his end. So definitely give him a follow, say hi to him. He's gonna treat you well, and yeah. If you guys have my animated emotes, hey Gorillion! Yeah, we just finished out, man. But thanks for popping in. I do appreciate you for saying. So yeah, guys, let's go say hello to Llama Todd. Spam those emotes in his chat. It looks like he's on follower only, but I'm sure there's a good reason for that. So if you follow him, you can spam it. If not, it's okay. He's a good guy, so definitely follow him. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I will catch you Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure what I'll do, but we'll figure it out. So Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good night. I'm gonna go to sleep. See you guys. Good night.
everyone.